By now, we all know that Squid Game has some crazy foreshadowing, social commentary, little editing mistakes, and other cool things to find. In this video, we'll go through 100 facts from the show and behind the scenes, and at least a few of these you definitely don't know. Season 1 literally spoiled its own ending in the first episode. During the horse race, horses 6, 8, and 7 finish in positions matching the final placement. Horse 6 ended in first place, horse 8 in second, and horse 7 in third place. This exactly matches the contestants' final numbers. Gi-hun became first with his number ending at a 6, Sang-woo ending at 8, and Sae-byuk ending at a 7. In Season 2, player 001 styles his hair similarly to Sang-woo from Season 1, purposely triggering Gi-hun with the resemblance to his former friend who died so tragically. Player 001 is a cursed number, never to be trusted in both seasons. The person wearing 001 always has connections to the organization running the games. First the old man, then Front Daddy himself in disguise. The guards' masks have 3 distinct shapes: circle, triangle, and square, corresponding to letters in the Korean alphabet that spell OJM, the initials for the Korean name of Squid Game. After the recruiter's death, there's a moment where his actor, Gong Yoo, can be seen opening his eyes in the background, which is either a crazy production mistake or he's actually a zombie in disguise. Thanos, player 230, is inspired by the Marvel character of the same name, with purple hair representing Thanos' purple skin and colored nails referencing the Infinity Stones. Pretty obvious reference, but the chaotic personality fits the character well. When the players line up to pick shapes in the honeycomb game, a wide shot shows only triangle soldiers surrounding them, not a single circle or square guard in sight. The game's staff might have been secretly hinting at which shape to choose. In Korea, rice rolls are traditionally eaten with hands or wooden chopsticks, but in Squid Game, they're served with metal forks to deliberately provide potential weapons and increase the drama. The iconic red light, green light doll, Young-hee is based on a character from classic Korean textbooks, transforming innocent childhood education into the face of deadly games. Creepy! Season 2's mid-credit scene introduces Chul-soo, Young-hee's boyfriend, possibly hinting at the next game in Season 3. Fans think this could be a super upgraded version of Red Light, Green Light, or a Korean game that resembles London Bridge is Falling Down. During the pentathlon's spinning top segment, the frontman subtly switches from his right hand to his dominant left hand after failing repeatedly, exposing his intentional sabotage of the round without anybody noticing. The phone number shown in Season 1 belonged to a real Korean woman who was bombarded with calls, forcing Netflix to re-edit scenes with a different number. What an unfortunate oversight. When the recruiter offers food or a lottery scratch card, it's framed like Morpheus, offering Neo the red or blue pill in the Matrix. One of many Matrix references throughout the series. Top, the actor for Thanos, uses dance moves from his old boy band days during some scenes in Season 2, with eagle-eyed K-pop fans spotting signature choreography from his group's hit songs. A really cool nod to his old life. Season 2 amassed 68 million views in just 4 days on Netflix, more than the population of some entire countries watching people play deadly childhood games. Hyunju, player 120, is a transgender character inspired by a real-life transgender soldier in Korea who was discharged after transitioning and later took her own life after fighting for her rights. Another layer of the Squid Game onion when it comes to social commentary. The walls of the bunk bedroom in Season 1 actually depicted all the games that would be played, with clues hidden in plain sight for attentive viewers. For Season 2, we got a similar set of hints, but fans are struggling to decipher them and decide what games will come in Season 3. Season 2 uses moments from well-known songs to add emphasis to some scenes. Puccini's Turandot and Time to Say Goodbye by Sarah Brightman and Andrea Bocelli are the main examples. Young-mi calls Hyunju Ioni, a term that women use for an older sister, in a touching moment, acknowledging Hyunju's gender identity and causing visible emotion. Oh, Il-na mentioned his child never finished their milk.
잘해. 어릴 때 아버지한테 많이 맞았겠어.
어떻게 아세요?
우리 아들이 꼭 자네 같았거든.
While the frontman in Season 2 doesn't like milk.
준 씨도 이거 더 마시고 다음 게임까지 힘내.
아니요, 저 괜찮아요.
아니 그냥 마셔요. 내가 원래 흰우유를 못 마셔요.
Fueling fan theories they're related, which would be an insane twist. The frontman predicts the exact group sizes for the Mingle game, revealing he knew the game structure in advance, even though he pretended not to. During a promotional shoot in Turkey, one of the guards was accidentally left behind in a subway station, creating an unexpected real-world Squid Game moment where he stood motionless waiting for the next train. Squid Game was originally designed as a movie before being developed into a limited series, which explains its tightly paced first season. The frontman mimics Gi-hun's Season 1 behavior by giving away his milk, claiming he can't drink plain milk, which shows his detailed study of G-Money's habits, leading him to predict his moves later on. Limited edition, Squid Game-themed gaming controllers were released by SQF, with exactly 456 controllers, matching the number of players in the competition. Unfortunately, though, they haven't sold out even though it's been a few months. In episode 7 of Season 2, a crew member can be accidentally seen behind the bleachers holding a camera at the 22:39 mark. This caused chaos online as fans mocked the goofy mishap. The Dalmatian coin crypto scam in Season 2 might be based on the real Squid cryptocurrency that popped up after Season 1 and collapsed in a similar scam after surging 83,000%. When Gi-hun's group discusses rebellion, everyone looks up, except Oh Young-il, the frontman undercover, who remains fixated on Gi-hun instead of looking toward their oppressors, showing his true enemy. Squid Game elements have been added to Call of Duty, including character, weapon skins, and finishing moves based on the deadly competitions. The iconic pink jumpsuits weren't the director's first choice for the guards. He initially wanted Boy Scout-like outfits, but changed to jumpsuits to make them look more anonymous and intimidating. Sae Byuk, player 067, reveals her birthday is June 25, 1994. June 25 coincides with the start of the Korean War, fitting for a North Korean defector perfectly. The front daddy was the winner of the 28th Squid Game, while Gi-hun was the 33rd winner, showing the game's long history spanning years. In Season 1, player 013 is mistakenly killed twice, once as a female background character in Red Light, Green Light, and once off-screen as an old man in the Honeycomb game. Top is a rapper and former member of K-pop group Big Bang, who received a suspended prison sentence for marijuana use in 2017, making his casting controversial in South Korea, especially since his character Thanos had a similar background. Jo Yuri, the actor behind Pregnant Player 222, couldn't actually flip the envelope in Didakji, so CGI was used to achieve the effect even though the game seems so simple. The frontman shows how obsessed he really is with Gi-hun by changing the phone number on the recruitment cards to contain his number, 456. Gi-hun's birthday is October 31st, 1974, and he was recruited back into the 2024 Squid Game on Halloween night. Some crazy timing for his life to take an awful turn. Seasons 2 and 3 were written at the same time in just 6 months to meet Netflix's launch timeline, explaining why one leads into another instead of being self-contained like Season 1. During filming, Park Sung-hoon slapped actress Choi Koki several times for multiple takes of a scene, causing him to apologize profusely afterward. Gong Yoo, who plays the recruiter, had never played a villain before Squid Game despite a 20-plus year acting career, since he was focused on romantic leads and heroic characters. He did great in the role, considering he's such a heartthrob. The Big Daddy slips up multiple times around Gi-hun, including calling him by name without having a formal introduction, but luckily nobody notices.
뭘 더 잘하세요? 전 뭐 기훈 씨가 정해주는 걸로 할게요. 제 이름은 저기 친구분이 이름 부르시길래 또 그냥 따라해봤는데 불편하세요? 아니요.
All games in Squid Game are based on simple children's games familiar to many Korean kids, turning innocent activities into deadly competitions. After finishing a challenge in Season 2, player 390 starts crying because he accidentally hit a camera and hurt himself, with the real pain making it into the final cut for greater effect. For Season 2, the director Hwang Dong-hyuk aimed to make the games more universally recognized to resonate with international audiences while maintaining Korean cultural elements, since some things in Season 1 were hard to follow. Il-nam from Season 1 couldn't return for Season 2 due to criminal convictions, explaining the lack of flashback scenes with his character. The set used for the Mingle game was entirely practical, with no digital effects used to create the tense atmosphere. That's some awesome design work. Season 3 will drop on the 27th of June, 2025, with production already well underway, planning to consist of 6 episodes. There are more young adults in Season 2's competition compared to Season 1, showcasing the real-world struggles with financial instability and crypto fraud 4 years after the first season, resembling real life. In one scene, Gi-hun tries to put a straw in Sae Byuk's cup but misses, causing her actress Young Ho-yang to break character and laugh, and this blooper makes it to the final cut. The song playing during Gi-hun's team's turn at the pentathlon is To You, an iconic 1980 song often used at school festivals and sports events in Korea. Gi-hun's best friend Jung Bae briefly appeared in Season 1 when he joined G-Money to bet on horse racing, before returning as a major character in Season 2. In the preparation for the Glass Bridge game, player 0-Jeon-fin mistakenly appears as player 087 on broadcast, meaning that even in the Squid Game universe, production mistakes happen. Some of Season 3's games are thought to be some kind of human chess, a deadly version of monkey bars, and some kind of trolley problem. When you search Squid Game on Google, a Squid Game invite appears at the bottom of the screen that opens a minigame featuring red light, green light. During the honeycomb game, the umbrella shape changes, the straight line becomes wavy partway through, creating a continuity error due to reshoots. Actor Kang Ha-nul appeared to dominate Gongi with ease, but an expert performed the sequence instead, and editing made it look seamless because the actor couldn't hack it.
근데 감독님이 달인을 부르셨대요.
이 실력에 양손으로 동시에 공기를 막 그걸 저희가 이제 실제로 그 과정을 담아서 배우의 솜씨로 그걸 위장해서.
Park Sung-hoon player 120 sparked controversy online when he accidentally shared an image from an adult Squid Game parody. He apologized for the social media error, but still lost some unrelated roles because of it, since professionalism is a big deal in Asia. Despite being left-handed in the show, Lee Byung-hun, the Front Daddy's actor, is right-handed in real life. Jung Jae-il returned to score Season 2's soundtrack, reusing elements from Season 1 while introducing more bizarre sounds to increase the psychological horror. The North Korean broker from Season 1 returns in Season 2, fulfilling Gi-hun's request after refusing Se-byok previously.
제대로 못 받아서 당장은 고동이 좀 힘들다고 그럽니다. 몸 상태만 좀 회복이 되면 바로 이동시킬 겁니다.
돈이 더 필요하면
아닙니다. 돈은 주문해 주신 걸로 충분합니다. 새벽이한테 전에 빚진 것도 있고 어떻게든 내가 한번 해보았습니다.
When entering the pentathlon room, players pass under the words strongly, energetically, firmly, which are traditionally used in South Korean schools as encouragement. The pentathlon initially had a 10-minute timer, but was shortened to 5 minutes for intensity after teams completed it too quickly during filming. In Season 1, player number 61 was a man, but in the honeycomb candy game, number 61 was a woman, creating a continuity error. Se-mi, player 380, has a strange lip-touching habit, which came from her actress's tendency to check if her lip ring was still in place during filming. The director changed the recruiter's drawing for the investigation scenes to resemble the art style of viral COD animation memes, showing his understanding of internet culture. The North Korean defector Se-byok speaks without her native accent when talking to the broker in Season 1 to hide her identity, something repeated with other North Korean characters in the show. In Season 2, player outfits have been updated with a spot where voting patches can be placed, showing an evolution in the game's design over time. As of February 2025, Season 2 had accumulated 165 million views, making it Netflix's third most watched series of all time. Traditionally, Didakji was a game played by boys, while Gongi was seen as a game for girls. But this show is all about challenging social norms. The song during the Mingle game is Round and Round, a classic Korean children's song that makes the deathly round very unsettling. Ted Sarandos, Netflix's chief content officer, stated in January 2022 that the Squid Game universe has just begun, hinting at the franchise's expansion. All we know is there's a confirmed American spin on the Squid Games coming in the future. Some fans have questioned how the players of the Squid Games can just go missing with no problems from friends or family. But in real life, these kinds of disappearances are creepily common, with thousands of Americans vanishing without a trace each year, never to be found. On December 19th, 2024, Netflix hosted a massive Squid Game rave at London Super Club to celebrate Season 2's release, with entry being totally free. The mid-credits scene in Season 2 confirms players Oro 96, 100, and 353 will return for Season 3, giving us a glimpse of a mysterious game. Players 044 brings a religious touch to the show as a shaman delivering prophecies. Korean shamans in real life represent an ancient tradition still used for guidance to this day. The recruiter displays a facial expression during his game that can be interpreted as both confident and terrified, fitting his complex and shadowy character. Streamer and esports presenter Ibai Llanos organized a Squid Game-themed event in partnership with KFC, where 456 players competed for a prize of 27,000 euros. Before starting Season 2, the director wanted to produce another film to avoid being known as the Squid Game guy. Unfortunately for him, that didn't happen. He also wanted to explore police force issues in Season 2, highlighting their delayed and weak responses to critical situations as part of his wide social commentary. Several cast members from Season 2 shared how unsettling and creepy it felt to step into the show's world, particularly during recreations of iconic moments from Season 1, which they had been viewers of. Season 2 faced controversy during filming at Incheon Airport in 2023, when allegations of rude treatment to bystanders came out, leading to a public apology by the producers. The creator and director experienced major stress from writing and producing all 9 episodes of the first season by himself, reportedly losing 6 teeth during filming due to stress. For Seasons 2 and 3, he has helped to prevent that from happening again. He also stepped in to defend Top's controversial casting as Thanos, believing the controversy wouldn't resonate as strongly outside outside Korea due to differing attitudes toward marijuana, which is exactly what happened. Season 2 features players 149 and 07, a mother and son duo that reminds fans of contestants from Squid Game, The Challenge, a real-life game show based on Season 1. It took 3 years between Season 1 and Season 2's release because Season 1 was initially written as a self-contained story without sequel plans. Season 3 will release soon after the second season, with spin-offs coming down the line. Early on in development, the director suggested Season 2 might focus more on the Frontman story and his relationship with his policeman brother rather than simply a new version of Season 1's story. Player 380's actress previously shared the screen with fellow Squid Game player 124 in the drama DP in 2021. Player-led violence takes place in both seasons, with the organizers going out of their way to get weapons in the hands of players, showing that they want the games to be as bloody as possible. The casting of Park Sung-hoon to play transgender character Hyun-ju sparked criticism since he's a cisgender man, but many felt he did the role justice. Netflix officially confirmed Season 2 in June 2022 and Season 3 in January 2025. The director wanted Season 2 to portray marginalized groups in society through characters like Hyun-ju, similar to how Ali represented foreign workers in Season 1. A very controversial theory is that Player 388 is an undercover VIP, in part due to backing out of the revolt and always keeping an eye on G-Money and the front daddy. Age is extremely important in Korean culture. It influences relationships, respect, and how you address someone, and this is shown as making a dent in the show as well. Player 125 gained attention online when people incorrectly thought the actor was VIP3 from Season 1. After Season 2's release, a real Dalmatian cryptocurrency appeared, capitalizing on the show's popularity to rug pull investors. The casting of various K-pop idols, such as Top, Im Si-won, and Jo Yuri, highlights the show's attempt to draw in more young viewers and increase its popularity. The Frontman made a joke about their player numbers that fell totally flat, showing his social awkwardness, despite his powerful position. You can't buy your way through social cues. Choi wears a horse mask during Halloween night in Season 2, referencing the fact that in Season 1, the Frontman told Gi-hun he called people like him horses.
왜 이런 짓을 하는 거지? 경마 좋아하시죠? 당신들은 말입니다. 경마장의 말. 의외였어요. 당신은 얼마 달리지 못할 줄 알았는데. 누구야 너? 그냥 꿈을 꿨다고 생각해. 당신한텐 그렇게 나쁜 꿈도 아니었잖아.
This callback shows how the frontman views the contestants as gambling addicts who are worthless in society besides entertainment. Squid Game's creator wanted to delve deeper into the background of the recruiter in Season 2, compelled to expand his story after fans loved his character. In a Season 1 scene, player 240 is telling Se-byuk about a movie she saw starring Lee Byung-hun, the actor of the frontman. So these have been 100 facts about the Squid Game. How many of these did you know? Were any of them new to you? Let us know in the comments. If you want to see more Squid Game content and theories, subscribe and click the video on screen now.